All right, let's talk about paper types. First off, let me just say that our wallpapers are great quality. I searched high and low for the best quality paper that I could find. There's no PVCs or plastics. These aren't paper thin. They're really thick, high quality papers. These are made from 40% post-consumer recycled content. They're heavy, they've got a beautiful texture. Let me say that the only difference between the peel and stick and the paste to wall is literally the backing. They both have the same smooth linen texture, if you can see that. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about the pros and cons of peel and stick and paste to wall. Let's talk about peel and stick. If you're a DIYer, if you're doing this as a first project, if you're a renter and need to be able to remove the wallpaper clean later on and still have a freshly painted wall, peel and stick is definitely the way that you want to go. The benefit is you literally peel it off and stick it to the wall. It's already got the adhesive on the back. This has a lot of advantages. There's no front end mess with paste. You don't have to prime the wall. And again, you can peel it off. You can reposition it if you mess up. And it's, again, the back end, when you go to clean it up, you just peel it off the wall and you're done. So there's a huge cost with that if you have paste. Just be aware of that. So again, just to talk about peel and stick, it's great for DIYers. It's people who have no experience with wallpaper. It's people who don't want a big mess on the front end and the back end regarding wallpaper. It's great if you want the ability to peel it off and still have a clean wall, all right? Very simple and straightforward, very high quality. The stuff is thick. It's going to cover all of the imperfections in your wall as well. You'll notice that some wallpapers, when you stick them, you can see all of the imperfections on the wall. This won't have that, it's gonna cover it. Now let's talk about when you'd wanna use a traditional paste to wall. Again, these look identical. They both have just a smooth linen texture. I don't know if you can see it here, but this is a paste to wall. This requires paste to go on the wall. One of the benefits of paste is that if you're hiring a professional installer, there's a good chance that the installer is going to want to use paste because that's what they're used to doing. Additionally, it's easy for one person to install it because when you stick a peel and stick to the wall, it's stuck to the wall already. You can't kind of scoot it or move it. You have to peel it off and re-stick it. For this reason, you need a couple people, one to hold the wallpaper and another to kind of help align it. But when you're doing paste, one person can install it. Because once the wallpaper is stuck on the wall, the paste is still wet and you can kind of scoot it around and finagle it and line it up. So there's a good chance if you're having an installer do it, they're going to want to use paste. Another benefit of paste wallpaper, number one, it's just a bit cheaper, but also it might have better adhesion over long terms, maybe 15 or 20 years. So there's also that benefit where if you're going to keep this up for over a decade, we'd probably recommend paste. One of the advantages of paste is that one person can easily install it. And the reason being that is when you rub paste on the wall and you apply your wallpaper panel, the paste is still wet, so one person can kind of move it around and align it with the next panel. If you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out. Again, both of these are fantastic wallpapers. It really just comes down to how are you going to install it, who's going to install it, how long is this going to be up. I'll see you in the next video.